Self-care has morphed into a toxic cycle of overconsumption and FOMO, disguised as self-improvement. Instead of genuinely embracing well-being, it often leads to constant overspending that keeps you broke. Even though you can't scroll through social media without being reminded of what type of self-care routine you should now be doing, this is actually not a new concept at all.
I just took literally the best everything shower of my entire life. I let that water run in between my butt cheeks like a bidet, you know the vibe. Anyway.
You see, the concept of self-care, championed by ancient philosopher Socrates, and also later echoed by writer Audrey Lorde, emphasized nurturing one's well-being and integrity. Socrates advocated for care of the soul, viewing self-care as essential to becoming one's true best self and contributing meaningfully to society. When Audrey Lorde was reflecting on her battle with cancer, she stated, "Caring for myself is not self-indulgence. It is self-preservation, and that is an act of political warfare," highlighting self-care as a vital practice for personal resilience and empowerment. In contrast, modern consumerism often misinterprets self-care as buying products to achieve short-term satisfaction, aligning more with self-interest, which is driven from personal gain. This trend derives from the historical roots of self-care, which prioritize long-term well-being, personal growth, and how you actually contribute to society. By revisiting these insights from Socrates and Lorde as a profound restorative practice that empowers individuals and enriches communities rather than just a superficial act of indulgence promoted by consumerism and the need to just keep up with all the latest trends. The concept of self-care now has been commercialized, with the market pushing products that promise to enhance self-care routines and to make you a better person. During the pandemic, self-care became essential as people found themselves with a lot of extra time. This led to a surge of outdoor activities, skincare routines, and home equipment purchases like the Pelotons. If y'all remember the Pelotons, comment down below. Focus on one's health at that time drove many to buy vitamins, supplements. All things pertaining to self-care seemed like they were just flying off of the shelves.
Y'all buying up all the toilet paper.
Which brings us to now. The trend of self-improvement through various acts of self-care continues. We still have customers heavily investing in nutrition, meditation, sleep quality, and other wellness-related products. This ended up leading to a spike in consumeristic self-care. This is how self-care has evolved and now affects you. Self-care has now evolved into overconsumption. You see, the self-care industry has been exploited, with marketing strategies pushing the idea that self-care means buying beauty products, spa treatments, and other luxury items. This shift can make you feel like you need to spend more money to properly take care of yourself, even though before you probably never needed none of this stuff.
Ever think about just how much money we as girls spend on our looks or just like maintaining our appearance? I've been wanting Botox for a really long time. I'm not even 25 yet, but I feel like I really notice these wrinkles on like the sides of my forehead. And I've just been thinking a lot about how there's so many of these procedures that are like recurring costs and are becoming the norm to get in your 20s. So I mapped out how much all of these kind of cost on an annual basis, and the total is kind of crazy. Annual total for all of these procedures comes out to over $7,000.
Think about retail shopping. It's increasingly marketed as self-care, suggesting that buying new things will make you happier and improve your life, and also your well-being. But there are a few problems with retail therapy, which is it can be addictive and financially draining, keeping you broke and constantly spending on things that you probably won't even use before they go expired.
It expired in August of 2012.
Social media platforms like Instagram, TikTok, and definitely YouTube play a huge role in this. This is what you guys are seeing all the time and consuming. There are influencers and celebrities that are constantly showing off luxurious self-care routines, 17-step routines.
I rewatched this video several times to see how many products they were using, and I counted 17 products.
And what does this do? It adds more pressure for you to attempt to emulate their lifestyles. This is where overconsumption can kick in. This is where you constantly keep buying things to try to keep up. And if that's you, I want to tell you that you don't have to go out and buy all the things that these people go out and buy because you're not them, and that is perfectly fine. I even tell myself that most people I see online are used car salesmen. And remember, they're usually selling a dream, a product, or both. Makes it way easier for me to function through life. Warning, the following clip is only meant to be used for educational purposes only.
Oh, you want big sister advice?
The use of big sis is used to be relatable to someone that you could trust.
Oh, you want products that actually work?
The target audience is people who want skincare products that actually work, which may include the person watching the video.
That will make you feel like a new woman?
Feeling like a new woman usually means for one to experience significant improvement.
That's why I'm here. That's why I'm going to help you.
She goes on to say that is why she is here and that's why she's going to help you, implying that she can help because she has personally benefited from the products and advice that she is offering.
Get it all from my Amazon storefront. Everything is always linked, and that's where I got this.
You have now been told where you can get the item. After your purchase, the speaker will receive a commission. Not only that, they will receive commission on all items in your cart that you purchase within 24 hours. And this is, in my opinion, how you are successfully sold a dream and a product at the same time.
Listen, if I see one more big influencer come on here and say that a product is life-changing, it's to die for, it's a game changer, knowing they probably just got that product in the mail yesterday, they haven't even used it yet, they're going to come on here and try to fool their millions of followers into buying a $60 skincare item, even though just yesterday, the week before that, they were saying that some new skincare product was game-changing and cleared all their acne. Like, girl, you are saying this every single week. Every single week. Like, where's your ethics? Where's your integrity? At what point do these influencers think, you know what, maybe I should be a little bit more honest and maybe I should be a little bit more real with my millions of followers, many of which are struggling financially? Like, how could any person come on this app and every single day, multiple times a day, claim that every single product they are given for free is a game changer? Because I personally cannot come on here and try to deceive people for $8 commission. I'm not saying you guys are doing that, but there are people on here, huge creators, that 100% do it every single day and they don't see any problem with it. I'm tired of seeing it.
A lot of these self-care routines are very unnecessary. Self-care is not one size fits all. What works well for somebody else and makes them feel good may not even work well for you. And you're going down a rabbit hole of spending a lot of money trying to obtain something because you see somebody promoting it. I think this can be very dangerous.
Cancel me, call me fake, block me, bully me in the comments. I truly do not care. But anyone that is trying to sell you on a 10-step routine or any product that's super expensive is lying to you. I tell you guys that I have tried every expensive serum, toner, face wash, moisturizer, spent hundreds of dollars a month at Sephora, spent so much money on facials, and just none of it worked. I ended up having to go on Accutane multiple times because my skin was so up.
I think it's important to do everything within your own limits. Buying new products may give you a temporary sense of satisfaction, but this can affect your mind because now you have told yourself that you need to keep buying things in order to feel good. I have a video up on my channel about emotionally spending, so y'all go check that out. But this pressure can start to feel like an addiction if you can't get it under wraps. You'll find yourself in a constant cycle of always trying to find something new. And over time, when you can't find this fulfillment that you're looking for with all these products and things that you're buying, you'll start to feel empty inside. You'll start to feel less than and inadequate. Not only that, you're going to be stressed and you're going to be losing money trying to find happiness in all of these things. And though I can understand that buying something may make you feel really good initially,
I went to the mall and overdid it with Sephora.
eventually, most of the time, these sort of feelings wear off. And too often do we see people's feelings of being very happy and excited to get a new product be replaced with guilt, shame, regret, and anxiety because they have now went and overspent on something that they probably didn't need.
TikTok viral products that I regret buying. I don't know who started the lies, but this is not Faye Darksbox.
TikTok viral products that I hate. This does nothing. I wanted to use it for the aesthetic, but
I had really high hopes for this because so many people had recommended it. I absolutely despise that serum. I despise it.
I wanted to like Rhode skincare so bad. I started making a video about my journey on Rhode skincare, but now I can use it as evidence to it ruining my skin.
When you feel the need to shop for retail therapy, ask yourself, what is it that you're feeling currently? And once you figure that out, try to replace it with another way to cope besides spending money. If in your conclusion it comes to you need to go buy something to make yourself feel better, I would say try to do it within your own budget. Don't go out and overspend on something that you can't afford because you're sad. This is a huge mistake that I see too many people doing, and then they regret it later. Maybe something small like a coffee or a little piece of cake might give you a little boost and make you feel a little bit better. But maybe you don't need that Chanel bag that's going to drive you into a lot of debt or go into a Sephora haul. Those things can be very expensive.
Never stepping foot into Sephora again. How do I walk in, buy 2 things this big, and walk out $75 poorer? $75 for 2 things. Anyway, I thought I'd give you guys a haul.
Spent almost $400 at Sephora, but then 2 days later, there was some new things I wanted to buy, so this ended up being almost $500.
It's not just hide your kids, hide your wife, it's hide Sephora. I go on an errand for work, I end up at Sephora. It's nobody else's fault but my own. Hide the Sephora, guys.
This can seriously affect your finances because some people will go as far as to using credit cards that they don't plan to pay off, buy now, pay later options, payday loans, and these things may seem like a quick fix, but they can leave you in big debt.
I'm an Afterpay addict. So let's go through some retail therapy together, right? And if it was really worth putting on Afterpay, $741 owed, and I don't have a job. Probably why it's on Afterpay. But that's no excuse. I'm well aware that Afterpay is not good for me, and it will put me in debt one day.
Spending on self-care and luxury self-care or luxury items at all when you don't really have the money, y'all, this is so dangerous. I've even seen people say they're going on a self-care vacation where they've spent thousands of dollars and put it on Afterpay.
Buy now, pay later services are going to have y'all in so much trouble, you're not going to know how to get out. I'm for to sound like the old uncle right now, but I am very concerned about this generation and how they utilize these services. You have to use them responsibly. They're using these services to book so many outlandish flights and trips to places where, you know, we can't even imagine to go, but they're booking these trips with these services and they're going on a trip without it even being paid for and dealing with the repercussions later. I believe travel is for everyone. I believe that everyone deserves to travel and experience life outside of their city. But like my mama used to tell me, you don't go nowhere if your bills ain't paid. We need to move from this mindset of thinking what we see on social media is better than the life that we live. Because 9 times out of 10, it ain't really what it's given. Young travel friends, listen, I don't know where your parents at. I don't know what's going on. But if nobody's going to tell you, listen here right now. Don't you try to keep up with the Joneses trying to fly out, get flued out, pretend like you get these people pretending they get flued out. Just stop, because you're going to find yourself in a place where you can't get out, and nobody wants to be 10 feet under that.
I'm Afterpay's #1 consumer, #1 fan. If I'm buying something online and it's over $300, especially if it's for me, like a mom purchase, I will Afterpay it because I feel less guilt. But did you guys know there's an Afterpay for flights, for vacation packages? It's called Uplift, just like Afterpay, but for Southwest. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. College me would have Afterpayed my Panama City spring break trip.
Y'all, it is ridiculous out here. What we're really doing in these cases is taking away money that we really need in real life for things like bills, emergencies, savings accounts, investing in your future, and putting the things that really matter on hold so we can have temporary satisfaction, all in the guise of self-care. Luxury products, luxury skincare, luxury trips are not going to pay your bills. It's like a never-ending cycle to keep you broke. Try to focus on non-materialistic things and try to adopt practices that maybe you're not used to, but maybe this will really help you in your real effort to become a better you. Like mindfulness, connections with loved ones, prayer, religion. A lot of these things don't cost any money, but they are really helpful for you to actually be better for society and for yourself. Set a budget for your self-care so you can avoid putting yourself into financial strain. And then also be honest, is your self-care sustainable? Are you able to keep it up? Maybe you need to go make more money in order to sustain this self-care, or maybe you need to cut it out. But you should definitely be honest and not just do it anyway because you've seen social media or your favorite influencers pushing out that you should be doing certain routines that you can't afford. True self-care does not have to cost a whole bunch of money. I think we can't just talk about self-care and talk about products. Self-care without promoting your mental, emotional, physical, spiritual health, is that even real self-care? Or is this just consumerism? Maybe without the influence of social media and influencers, celebrity culture, etc., you may think that true self-care for you is going out into nature. Maybe that is what you find peace in. In my opinion, I don't think buying a bunch of products is self-care. Yes, it's probably nice to have products, but these products are just things. They are not you, and they are not how you really feel inside when you put the products down on the shelves. And I think many people are searching for something in these products when they should look inward. And I would challenge you to think, if everything that your favorite influencer or social media is telling you is the thing that you need to make your life better, and you have bought all these things, why do you still feel the need to participate in this overconsumption and consumerism of products? It might mean that it really doesn't work that way. It may mean that you won't find the happiness you're looking for in the products that you keep buying and going broke to buy. I'm not saying that buying things is bad. We all like to buy certain things, but I do think if you're willing to put yourself into debt to buy things that you think are going to give you a high, you may end up being disappointed, and I don't want that for anyone. So I just want to be honest. I don't think that there is one product that you can buy that's going to give you happiness 1000% of the time. You're still going to have bad days, you're still going to have good days, days where you're tired and stressed, because at the end of the day, we're all still human and we have human emotions, which is why I would encourage people to seek something deeper than a product. So if you feel the urge to try to buy something for self-care to self-soothe, consider that true self-care may be about nurturing yourself in meaningful and long-lasting ways. We have to start making changes today in order for us to have a better future.